Fourth topic of Unit 1. Name of the topic is Kingdom Animalia. In previous session, I told basics of Kingdom Animalia to classify them and the representation of outline classification of Kingdom Animalia. Let us revise the 7 basics or criteria to classify animals in 10 phyla. Animals are broadly classified as cellular grade, tissue grade, organ system grade, followed by germ layers, diploblastic, triploblastic. Then comes symmetry, asymmetrical, radially symmetrical, bilaterally symmetrical. Then the type of coelom, acoelomates, pseudocoelomates, eucoelomates, followed by segmentation, metamerism, equal segmentation, followed by unequal segmentation. And then notochord, which is absent in non-chordates or invertebrates, and it is present in chordates, which is further replaced by vertebral column in subphylum Vertebrata. Now, we need to study each phylum one by one. It gives interesting phenomena of learning evolutionary basis. As we have started with prokaryotes with archaebacteria, then comes eubacteria, then comes cyanobacteria, then entered in protista, which shows bacteria-like, fungi-like, plant-like and animal-like organisms, then entered in a wide kingdom Mycota, which includes fungi, and then learnt Plantae with 5 divisions, learned their evolutionary significance, and now with the same attitude we need to learn all the animals which are grouped into 10 major phyla. Let us begin in today's session with phylum Porifera. Now remember, when you learn the characters of each phylum, first you need to write habitat, that is living place of animal. Then you should follow 7 basis criteria of classification, and then accordingly we need to explain the morphological peculiarities, then anatomical peculiarities, and then physiological peculiarities. The entire animal kingdom is retained as per the new revised syllabus, so it is important now. First phylum Porifera, where animals are very primitive. All are aquatic, lives in water. They are sedentary, means attached to the substratum. They never move. These animals are solitary, means live alone, or colonial, living in a group. So remember these terms now. Solitary means living alone. Colonial means living in a group. Sedentary means attached to the substratum. Free living means they can move from one place to other place using locomotory organs. So phylum Porifera includes animals which are aquatic, are sedentary, either solitary or colonial. Let us take example cycon or a sponge to learn general features of phylum Porifera. Now these animals show cellular grade of organization with cell aggregate plan, showing asymmetry, means you cut in any plane, you will never get 2 equal parts in animal body. If you see the body layer, means outer and inner, made up of special cells. Outermost is the dermal layer where the cells are flat. These are called pinocytes. So the layers made up of pinocytes is known as pinacoderm. And inner layer made up of special cells having minute projections called as flagellae. And this flagella arising from a neck-like structure. It appears like a collar. So inner layer is choanoderm, and these cells are known as choanocytes, commonly known as collar cells. So here outer wall is generally called dermal layer and inner is gastral layer because these cells helping in digestion of the food. In this layer there are minute openings. These are called ostia. These are permanently open. Through the ostia the animal take water inside. Incoming water will carry the food particles and dissolved oxygen, which will give a food and oxygen for the survival. Incoming water through ostia enter in the cavity, and this we call paragastral cavity, PGC, or known as spongocoel. There is one anterior opening which can close and open. Clear? This regulated opening is slightly bigger, known as osculum, and that contractile region is known as oscular fringe. So when ostia is taking water in the spongocoel through excurrent and incurrent canals. So ostia leads to excurrent canal opens into incurrent canals, all incurrent canals open into the spongocoel. When water is entering, osculum is closed. So imagine the body swells like a balloon, right? Osculum is closed now. The whole animal body is with the water. This entered water is having nutrients. So flagellae of collar cells will trap the food particles and help in digestion in the cell. So it is intracellular digestion. After digestion, they throw the waste in that water. It is excretion. Unwanted is eliminated, is known as excretion. Intake of oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide, this is respiration. So which are the three common physiological processes in this phylum? Digestion, intracellular, respiration by special layer, and excretion is with the help of cells. After some time this water becomes dirty due to addition of carbon dioxide and excreted mass. Now osculum opens and whole water goes outside. So the animals throughout their life attached at the substratum takes water, collects the food, digests it, give the waste, takes oxygen, release carbon dioxide and give the water outside. Now the components forming intake of water, transport of water, holding the water and giving the water, this comprises canal system. So poriferans are characterized by presence of canal system. The entire body is supported by special thread-like structures. Either they are made up of calcium or they are made up of spongin or they are made up of silica. Now these structures, like our body is protected and supported by bones and cartilage, so this animal body is protected, supported by spicules. This is one more feature of phylum Porifera. With this, we have completed general characters. Always remember, at the end of general characters, you need to specify the reproduction ability. As the animal is sedentary, it generally produces ingrowths called gemmules. It is a kind of mechanism of asexual reproduction known as budding. As animal body is sedentary, most of them survive in marine water. If they produce exogenous buds, outgrowths, they may damage. So there is a provision here, they produce endogenous buds and they are known as gemmules. After proper growth, gemmules detach, along with the water they come out and grow into new animal. If the animal body cut into pieces, each piece will develop into new animal. It is fragmentation. If any part of the animal is lost, they can regenerate that lost part. This is regeneration. So these are some basics mode of reproduction in phylum Porifera. Poriferans are classified in three classes. Class Calcarea, class Hexactinellida and class Demospongia. No need to remember this classification, but having knowledge is not bad. Calcareans, they have spicules made up of calcium. Example is cycon, common name is sponge. Hexactinellida, spicules are slightly harder. They are made up of calcium along with the mixture. Okay, it gives more support and they appear like 6 rays. Example is Hyalonema. And Demospongia, where spicules are made up of spongin. It is mixture of silica with calcium. Give more support to the animal body. Here example is Euspongia or bath sponge. Spongilla is the example of freshwater poriferan. Most of them survive in marine water. So just recall features of phylum Porifera. Poriferans are aquatic animals. Cellular grade, asymmetrical with cell aggregate plan. Body is sedentary, solitary or colonial. Body wall comprises spinacoderm or dermal layer for protection, inner cyanoderm made up of collar cells helping in digestion, respiration and excretion. Dermal and gastral layer supported by spicules forming a skeleton. Canal system is peculiar to carry out all physiological activities which comprises millions of openings ostia to take water inside that leads to excurrent incurrent canals opens into the spongiocele and through that water goes outside through osculum. The animals show digestion in the cell, intracellular, respiration by body surface, excretion with the help of special cells, reproduction either by budding but endogenous buds or by regeneration or by fragmentation. With this, I will conclude phylum Porifera. Thank you very much.